Welcome to Fire Alarm Test 6, Low Frequency Sounders. So, let's begin. Right here, I have a System Sensor Spectral Alert Advanced Low Frequency Sounder, HWLF. These were first made in 2013, and they're a pretty cool alarm in my opinion. You do not see these often. Usually, you only find these in apartment rooms and hotel rooms. And it's a cool device that I have in my collection. And I just want to quickly mention that this system test will not have any strobes, so if you have epilepsy, you probably still could watch this because there's not going to be flashing lights this time, but still, this will be very loud, so turn your volume down. So, this is the only advance in my collection I can actually wire up because I actually have a mounting bracket for this one. The other advances in my collection, or System Sensor L series, I unfortunately need to get a mounting bracket for. Hopefully I get one eventually. This is currently going to be set on code 3. And now I'm going to go to the other alarm, which, to match the theme, it also is a low-frequency sounder. It's my Wheelock low-frequency sounder. These were made around the time the System Sensor ones were made as well. It's not an Alexa, this is an LED series device. I'll show you the model number. It's LLFHN, that's the model number. And this thing is kind of loud. It's also set to code 3 at the moment. So, honestly, I don't have much other to say. One more fact, actually, is that it says Cooper Wheelock on it. Newer ones would say Eaton on it, just like my Wheelock Alexa from System Test 1, if you saw that. Now, anyways, I'm now going to plug the wires into the batteries, and you are going to see these sounding, just sounding. Here we go. I got them to kind of sound at the same time. Started off good, but now they're kind of sounding differently. One weird thing the low frequency sounder by System Sensor does is it just sounds for an extra second after you take the wires away from the batteries. Just an interesting feature. And so does Wheelocks too, as you can tell. This might just be a normal feature for low-frequency devices like this one. Now, I'm going to set this one on to temporal 4. So it's going to be a code 4. So this is actually super easy to change the coding. All it is just this switch on the back, pretty much. It's hard to do with one hand. There. And it says the coding focus camera. Well, God. Well, it's actually not on the right coding. Hold on. It says temporal 4, but I can't see it on the camera because it's not focusing. Well, I'm now going to quickly connect these just because the camera just won't focus. Yeah. Whatever. This one's doing code 3 still because it doesn't have a code 4 option. That straight up echoes throughout the whole basement. Alright, now this is going to be kind of loud. I'm going to be setting both fire alarms to continuous. Like I said, you just have to use the switch on the back, and now it says cunt on it, which is continuous. I did not mean to just swear, kind of, but that was not on purpose. But it says C-O-N-T, that's short for continuous. And I'll try my best to show you on the low frequency sounder by system sensor. So first, you're gonna have to take the mounting bracket off. I'm gonna need to do this with both hands, but you need to loosen this screw, and you don't have to turn it for ages. Like, maybe turn it like 5 or 6 times, then you hopefully should be good. So I'm gonna have to loosen it off camera, and turn to the left because lefty loosey, righty tighty. After that, you should hopefully be able to just pull the mounting bracket off the fire alarm. And here's the back of it. Now you need a small flathead screwdriver, and this shows you the coding options. Coded basically just randomly codes it. I tested that out, so we're not going to do that coding, but you just need to move this to 2. It's hard to do with one hand. Okay, focus camera. Alright, you see what I mean. I'm going to have to do it off camera. Now, when you put the mounting bracket back on, make sure you put the top of it in first, then snap the bottom in. And that's probably the best way to put it all the way in, as if you do it in other ways, it might not go all the way in. I just want to make that clear. And then afterwards, I don't really need to do this, but I'm going to, but you can loosen the bracket a bit more. I'm going to just finish it off camera because it's hard to do with one hand, like I keep saying. Alright, now it's time to sound these. This is going to be pretty loud. Here we go, this is very loud. That one is not as loud. Damn, that was quite a lot. It was mostly from the Wheelock low frequency sounder. Before I end today's fire alarm test, I just want to say that these fire alarms are in hotel rooms or apartment rooms for a reason, just because it has a different frequency compared to those just ear-piercing horn strobes. So they're better for hotel rooms and apartment rooms for that reason. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.